Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allah Akbar. Deus não perquia sincero. Tipo de um barrigu. Dá perguntar. Já. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Amen. Kyrie eleison. Civil master sabregatahi. Sabe sata bavantu sukita. Pagabia. Umbuntu. Shabon. Aquaba. Upendo na Sheshe. Kamusunida. Domo arigato. Lumayelo wakanto. Takado kashingu. Yabu hinji kwa blessings from the God. Atajama yada hanani. Aho.
Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Niha. Buenos dias. Hezeche. Aquaba. Welcome. What up, though? Today we have a story from Inca land and native brethren, native tribes and nations in the vicinity of the land of the Inca, all the way through the Yanomami. We have a number of stories. We shared those today from the Inca and neighbors about the flood. And as we share this story today, we keep in mind the principle from Wealth Ethos called Maka. Maka is a term from Lakota tradition, Lakota language. It means earth, as in Inamaka, Mother Earth, more earth. So, as we share the story of the flood from Inca tradition, we keep in mind this principle of Maka. So, in this story, we share the first story. In this first story, there are two brothers, and the brothers live amongst the people, the lands, ordinary living. And one day the two brothers notice that the llamas are moving further and further up the hills. And so they communicate with the llamas to determine why that is, why the llamas are going up all the way up the hills. And the llamas communicate that the llamas receive a message from the stars of the approach of a flood, because the people are doing some bad things. The flood is arriving. So the llamas are going for higher ground, safer ground. So the two brothers know the llamas to be decent type of animals, and heed that kind of word. And so indeed the two brothers also go up and bring provisions and preparations accordingly, and then hide out all high up in the mountains, into a cave in the mountains. And they wait, and indeed the rains arrive, and the rains stay and continue and continue and continue. And the waters rise and rise and rise. And indeed things get quiet as the water rises, until the water arrives at the precipice of the cave. And as this happens, the cave ascends. The mountaintop ascends higher and higher. And the water higher. Both continue going up, until the water seems to be outreaching the ascension of the mountaintop. And just as the brothers begin to be seriously concerned, the water begins to subside. The water returns to the regular levels. The brothers emerge from the cave and begin to go down the mountain and to resettle in the land, to set up shop again in the land. But the llamas say, we're going to stay up here. And that's one of the stories of the flood from Inca tradition and Inca land. There's another story from the Orinoco nearby that tells of a brother, also a long time ago, who lives within the forest amongst the creatures, the creation in the forest, and learns a little bit about the different ways of the animals and learns how to make do within the forest. At one point, the brother knew that the monkey, a little bit of a clowner, sends the monkey to do an errand, to stay out of trouble, stop bothering him so much. Here's a basket. Go to the water and get some water. Go to the lake, get some water. So that's what the monkey does. And whilst the monkey is gone, the brother sees a tree and decides, oh, this tree seems to be well for us to utilize. Let us chop it down and do some stuff. And as the brother does that, the brother finds a well of water. Oh, it's a wealthy reservoir of water. And there's so much riches within the water. But in opening up that tree stump where he cut the tree and found the water, it just keeps on coming and coming and coming. He says, oh, trouble. Let's plug it up. We got to plug up this stump. So he puts a basket on top of the stump. And all the animals know, oh, we got to keep that there, or else we're going to get flood. Then the brother continues on the forest doing what he does, and so do the other animals. And as the animals and the brother are doing what they're doing, busy with that, here comes the monkey again. And the monkey sees the basket and says, oh, that's a fine looking basket. Okay, there must be some nice treasures inside of it. So he takes the basket, and when he removes the basket from the tree stump, oh, the water, it comes pouring out again, and it don't stop. So the brother says, oh, trouble. We got to make moves. We got to make our way. So he goes again also to the higher ground, and he brings the birds and the climbing animals and shares them with the tree, puts them up onto the highest tree on the highest hill over there, up the mountains, to be safekeeping. And then he puts the other animals in a cave and seals it up with some wax and puts a hole in it so they can see when the water subsides. So he puts everything safekeeping, and he himself also goes up the tree. And as he goes up the tree, he brings some seeds with him. And oh, it's gray, dark skies. And it's raining. Oh, can't see. So the only way you can tell where the water is by plucking the little seeds from where he's at, and to hear when they hit the ground, when they hit the water, where it sounds like. So that's what he does, and eventually the water subsides, and he keeps on plucking the seeds out, and it gets longer and longer distance until again the water returns to regular height. Now, in that process, amidst the trouble, the monkey, hiding out in the tree as well, scream, yell. And that is what explains why the monkey, amidst the Inca land, has the red throat, because it got sore, all that yelling. And as the animals return to the ground, one water bird steps on an anthill, fire ants, and the fire ants eat up the leggings of the water bird, such that only the bone is there, skinny, skinny, and that's what explains that amongst the Inca land. And turkey bird sees one of the fires that the brother builds, sees a coal, mistakes it for a wee bit of food, and swallows it, and oh, hot, hot, hot. And that's what explains the red gobble gobble amidst the turkey's throat. Then some mischief was suspected on the part of alligator. So the brother removes the tongue from alligator because of a punishment for what alligator was accused of doing. And that's what explains alligator's quietness. And these are some of the lessons that are derived from the experience of the flood amidst the Orinoco in the vicinity of the Inca land. And we keep in mind the principle of Maka, Mother Earth. Namaste, assalamu alaikum, shalom, zaijen, adios, tejakris, esenpe na asmugu kele ufred. One love and peace.
They are the same.
Ah, them talk about these stories. We do our best within these stories to optimize the legitimacy within the stories. Our pronunciation, the language, the sources from which we derive the stories, and the manner in which we inform and inspire authenticity within the recipients of these stories to continue the legacy, the inheritance, the treasures of these stories. There are treasures. These stories are rich, and these stories have responsibility. We share these stories with the purpose, with the guidance of knowledge of self, to get a better knowledge of ourselves, an understanding of ourselves, a respect for ourselves and for each other, to better live in peace, harmony, prosperity with ourselves, with each other, with attunement with the Tao, the path, the way, the Dharma, the great mystery, the will of God. In any and all the ways, we understand that. One universe, one love and peace.